So, I just want to share this game. I was just playing Nico. I'm not sure if this is ranked or not draft. I'm pretty sure this is just simply draft. I don't normally play ranked anymore. I don't know why. It just feels weird. It just doesn't feel as good as as good at. It just doesn't feel as good. And one of the theories that I came up with is maybe because I started playing ranked during the day. And people during the day, well, yeah, they have a different mentality and all that stuff. I don't want, no, I'm good. I don't want to deal with them, you know? So, why am I showing you this video? Well, I guess you just have to see in a couple of seconds. Oh, you see that? Who is that? Hide in Husb. Who is that? Hide in Husb? I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
Nico does not want to be
I'm gonna be up against him in the mid lane. Yeah. Gonna be. It's gonna be a little spicy if you know what I mean. The LS is invading. This is a 40-minute game.
After a fight, can Nico tell you
yeah. Games in leagues are getting way too long. 40 minutes, really? Not a single CS miss.
Come on, ours already.
Looks like our Senna bot lane just gave up already. I mean, come on. It's his first blood.
No, Teo, we
Yes, my kill miss. I don't know how that missed. That cannon was below the... whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's up to me.
Yeah, trying to CS without my W passive is just yeah, I don't know how that hit.
Electrocute.
I need my W passive to CS. CSing without that is just a pain in the shoma, you know?
Sparks ready. Survival means blending in. Yes, off I go.
Oh, I should have eat a lot earlier.
People need me.
When she got tower aggro, I should have eat. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, I've been learning some fundamentals or macro or micro or whatever it's called. Recall timers and all of that. By working on, I mean
Beauty shines from inside, where the heart
being aware of it, you know? I don't actually watch coaching videos or anything of those sorts. I mean, I do watch the boss FFS. And he talks about death timers, the Bausen laws and stuff like that, but I don't remember them by the time I stopped watching his streams or his videos, so yeah.
What to do now? Find his breath?
Also, I've been stuck in gold 4 for the past 10 years. Like, can I get out of here? I mean, I don't normally play ranked, so it makes sense that I'm not climbing or declimbing. But still, I kind of want to get out, you know?
Changing bodies is like changing minds. Easy. People can do it. Everyone else make it difficult.
Well, what a waste of realm. I mean, my minions are pushed in, so it's not like I could have done anything. At least I got his chickens, right? Thanks to the new Nico buffs with jungle monsters, taking jungle camps are actually viable now. I remember years ago. Years, by years I mean 20 years ago, right? When I was playing Nico. Sometimes I like to go get the chickens and it would take years for me to just clear it. It was a waste of time. But now, with the new damage buffs on jungle enemies, jungle monsters.
Let's go!
It's a lot viable to take chickens past, you know, past one item. Below one item, I mean. Why did I say past one item? I don't know.
Need more power.
Oh, if you're wondering, this game was what was the date of this match?
Battle time!
How do I find out?
Amped up.
I don't know. Oh, June 27th.
Boom!
Quite a year ago. It's currently July 5, so it's basically a year ago when I played this game. June 27th, 2023. It's July 5th, 2023 right now. So basically a year has passed, you know? You get what I mean? This is such boring gameplay. I'm not even attacking the... Really?
Yes, sir. That worked. I fooled them all.
Oh, I didn't even ping.
Hey!
I knew he went... I knew she went down, but I didn't even ping.
Nico,
Oh, yeah. I saw they getting demolished second keystone. I don't know, it's been fine. It's not like I lack damage or anything. I usually go mana flow ban and gathering storm
Nico cast magic on you.
for the scaling
Zoom.
for late game.
Boa.
I used to get scorching touch or whatever it's called, but now I just get gathering storm or the other one. What is the other one? I don't know what the other one is, but
Do not
the other
be bound to a
scaling
single body.
sorcerer
There are
rune.
so
But
many
now
more.
I've been going the guardian tree. I got demolish and then I get conditioning. You know, whenever the minions die near me, I get permanent health increase. It kind of does help me with my tankiness, so I do kind of enjoy it. And I just realized I had less
Sharing
armor
colors, feelings is magic.
than I had magic resist at the start of the game, but now I have more magic resist. Why?
The fuel up. Aye, dodge this. Sparks ready.
I mean, this shouldn't happen, right?
This is very exciting.
I try my best to always
It's almost done.
I try my best to always get magic resist keystone doing the runes and stuff like that.
Nico is joyful to become you.
Mainly because
I am being me. Nico! Nico with no tail. I am lightning. Yes,
what was I talking about?
retribution is at hand.
Oh, magic resist runes. Mainly because I'm never gonna buy banshees. Just to,
Nico might have a
can someone tell me if
thing
banshees is actually
for
good?
people
Like,
who-
or am I just bad at the game? Because I don't ever want to buy banshees. Even when the enemy is a full AP comp, their whole team is AP, I don't want to build banshees. I feel like it's such a waste of space.
Everybody's Shoma. They are precious.
Now you might be wondering, if you're not gonna buy banshees against a full AP comp, what are you gonna buy? Well, obviously, I'm just gonna buy more AP so I can one-shot them, or one rotation them, or two rotation them. One of those two, you know. I just feel like when I buy banshees, I just don't feel strong, you know. I don't feel like a strong tomato, you know. You see how bad my CS is? You see how bad my CS is?
If Nico becomes
I'm behind
Nico,
Azeri on
what does
CS.
she look like? Yes, sir.
You do you see the value demolish has? Look at this damage. Look at what I'm doing to this tower, and where is the Zeri? Where did he go?
If Nico knows you're Shoma, Nico knows you.
Oh, I've been thinking about writing a book. Okay, you know what? That's a lie. I've been thinking about writing a book ever since I was in middle school, but this new story is about Nico, right? The story will be called Nico's Help.
Hide and
And yes, I am aware that there is... Did this Ash really ping me? Whatever. I am aware that there is a doujinshi called Nico's Help. I am aware of its existence.
how can anybody miss
And yes, that is why I'm using the name Nico's Help,
Time has
because of
come.
that.
Ready or not.
The story goes like this. Nico's Help. Nico will be a a sex worker, right?
Nico
And her
does not aim to be here when
Okay, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. It's for mature audiences.
wish I could sing like this.
Then again, no one's gonna watch this video, so it doesn't really matter. So let's just continue talking about it, right? Right? So this story is gonna be Nico, right? She's gonna... I don't know where Nico's from, so I'm gonna need to watch the lore of Nico to find out more of these things.
Righteous fury. Go up. Spirits are all around.
So I'm gonna have to find more of these information on where Nico is to see what village she's gonna be, right? Right? So Nico is gonna be a sex worker. Her main appeal is the ability to transform. Now she can transform into anything as long as she has their DNA. Depending on what type of DNA she has,
Nico's power.
the transformation will feel more realistic. So let's say Nico sees this person and she wants to transform into them. She can look at the person and transform into them, but it will be extremely limited. She can't really do things that... Okay, you know what? How do I say this? Let's say... a fish. What? Okay, you know what? A fish. Legend of... the League Nation has fishes, right? What are they called? I don't know what they're called. You know what? Let's just say Nami, right? Let's just say Nico looks at Nami, and then she wants to transform into them. So she does. She can transform into them physically, but it will not be perfect because Nico doesn't have any better stuff, right? So she doesn't have the abilities of what Nami would have. Nami is the fish, so one of her abilities would be to breathe underwater and swim extremely fast underwater, right? So when Nico looks at Nami and transforms into Nami, Nico won't have the ability to breathe underwater nor swim super fast. But I did not bait, by the way. The Darius was the one that pinged to go, right? Okay, anyways. But if Nico, for example, gets Nami's scale and she eats Nami's scale, then she would get a better transformation. Maybe she can breathe underwater more. Maybe her skin or her skin will actually feel a lot more better. Like you know, like if Nico just looks at Nami and transform, maybe her skin won't feel exactly like Nami's skin. But once she takes Nami's scale or something of those sorts, she unlocks some sort of ability to have scales on her body, just like what the race of Nami's has. And there's another level, and that is DNA, aka blood, or just hair. Okay, hair would be like a lesser form. It won't be perfect, but once Nikos gets someone's blood and she drinks it, she has the ability to completely transform into that creature. So let's say Nico meets Nami and Nico's like, Nami, give me some of your DNA, your blood, and stuff like that, right? And Nami says, okay, sure. And Nico takes Nami's blood. And now, Nico has a perfect transformation.
Shut down.
Nico will now have a perfect transformation. What do you ping me for, Elias? What you want me to do?
I will.
Oh?
I will grow. I will. Nico shot laser.
It's always fun to do that. I mean, I'm not gonna... I'm not just gonna run away without that cannon. Oh. Damn, boy. You be trying too hard.
Nico is on her fourth sail.
Dodge the hook. Nice. Ooh.
Has been destroyed.
I am lightning.
Nice ultimate. Hide In Husb isn't doing so good now, isn't she?
Single body. There are so
Anyway,
many more.
with the ability of DNA and blood and stuff like that, Nico now has a perfect transformation. So when she now transforms in Tsunami,
An enemy has been
it will be an extremely perfect copy. It will be
Go.
like Nami and Nico are twins. Nami will now have the ability to breathe underwater, the abilities of anything that...
There should be something different for a change. Yeah, Tisha!
You know, sometimes I forget that my health is low when I transform into my minions. It's not my fault that the game is like this. Yeah.
Running on empty.
Will be a perfect transformation, right? Anyways, why am I talking about perfect transformation and all of those sorts? Well, Nico, that's what she does. Nico doesn't have any perfect transformation, but she secretly gets the hair of a lot of female and male
Vacation over.
villagers in wherever she is currently at, and she has somewhat of a semi-perfect transformation with the hair giving enough DNA, but not enough that something like a blood would give out, right? So what she does is she
Sharing
gives out
memories,
flyers
feelings is magic.
saying
Magic
Nico's help,
connects
where
people.
she will do some service for you with any transformation in the whole entire village, you know? But of course, the poster one will not be that obvious, because if the villagers, actually find out about this,
Everything is
or the
going
normal
down.
villagers actually find out about this, it will be extremely bad for Nico. So only her customers know exactly what her abilities is, right? So she goes around normally. Nico's helping out people
shut down.
with her transformations, if you know what I mean. And then one and then one day, one of her regular customers that she gets a lot of traction from, getting a lot of money from this one. What is Ash pinging my Nash's tooth for? It's good on Nico.
I have a thing for birds and bird people.
Am I gonna write something? Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. Santa left the game. Huh. Did we win this game? I don't know.
No
Anyways,
problems, please.
one day, one of her regular customers, her high value customers who pay extremely a lot of money, says he wants him to transform into this little girl that he has been interested
Nico
in.
picks a tiny bit of
Now
everybody's
Nico,
trauma.
of course,
Like us.
is like, huh? A little girl? I'm not so sure about that, right? But eventually, the high value customer was like, look at this good amount of money that I can give you. And Nico's like, oh, now that is what I want. Now, I don't actually have any, whatchamacallit, I don't actually know why Nico wants money yet.
Told you, do not
I don't
let
really have
go.
some kind of like backstory or
If
any of those
Nico
sorts.
becomes
So
Nico,
I still need to work
what
on
does
that,
she
but
look like?
when the customer, her regular, offered a big sum of money, she just couldn't refuse that money. So she went ahead and, played with the little girl so she can get her DNA and
Nico
stuff
knows
like that,
your
right?
Shoma. Nico knows you.
And then while she was playing with the little girl talks about how she met this other little girl one day, but she suddenly disappeared somewhere.
After fight and electrocute everyone right at the even enemies.
She just The little girl that she was friends with suddenly did disappear someday, but she promised to come back in a couple
Reconnected.
of she promised to come back someday. And yes, this is foreshadowing. I'm doing something, okay? Anyways, so the story continues. Nico goes back to her customer and transforms into the little girl with semi-perfect DNA, semi-perfect transformation.
All right.
With semi-perfect transformation, right? With semi-perfect transformation, and well, the guy got a taste of what he wanted, and Nico got her money. But then one day, I don't know how long in the future, one day the guy gets unsatisfied because he knows that Nico's transformation is not perfect. It's only semi-perfect. So the guy is like, I want the real deal, you know? He has now gotten the taste of what the semi-transformation is like. He wanted the real thing before it's too late because, people grow.
I promise. Nico must stay unseen until the
He outed me.
We are to fight now? Let's go! I'm not messing around.
Has been slain.
I am
Really gonna flash out me? That's not fair.
Double kill. An enemy
So one day, the little girl mysteriously disappears for some reason. Huh? Huh? Hey, yo?
has been destroyed.
What happened? Now, Nico, being a little bit of a dumbly buffoonery, what is that word? I don't know what that word is. It's a funny word. Being a little bit of an idiot, didn't, really question her customer or anything of that sort.
Nico was out,
But
never
then,
down.
her number one most valued customer who pays the most suddenly stops asking Nico for her services. And Nico's like, what the fuck?
No, Teo.
So she goes
Be
to the
angry
guy and,
now.
she starts flirting with the guy like, you want my services? You get me?
Is Nico far?
And then the guy is like, nah, it's fine. I don't need it. Not,
Don't mess with the wrong Nico.
not actually, saying that he kidnapped the little girl or anything of that sorts. But Nico got a little bit Nico's not dumb, but like she's like, this is weird. This is weird. Why? There's you asked me to transform into this little girl. I agree. You really liked it, and then a couple days later, the little girl disappears, and you no longer need my services.
Nico's Shoma went everywhere. Huge mess. Had to find it all.
And so now she confronts the guy like saying, uh did you take the little girl? And the guy was like, ha ha ha, yes sir. And he's like, and you're not gonna tell anyone.
Oh no. Get ready. To
If you do,
Nico now.
if you do, I will say that you're the one that took her, and and stuff like that, because you know he's most high value customer, paying the most amount of money. Obviously,
No one underestimates
obviously, it's gonna be someone important to have that type of money, right? So this guy is actually an important person in the village. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I know that I'm gonna make him someone important, you know? So Nico is like, oh fuck, I done messed up. I should not have transformed into the little girl. If I didn't transform into the little girl, the guy would have never tasted the forbidden nectar, which then led him to, you know, abduct the little girl. So Nico, feeling bad, she gets out a clone.
Slow down.
She gets out a clone and have the clone do her normal service work.
An ally has
And she herself transforms back into the little girl and now lives with the family, pretending to be the little girl, pretending to be lost in the forest or
Sharing
something
memories,
of those sorts, right?
Colors, feelings is magic.
And then a year later, things are getting a little bit intriguing, you know? Nico is still pretending to be the little girl, but you know, it's been a year and Nico's transformation is not perfect. And you know what that means? It means she doesn't grow. So for 1 year, the little girl kept on looking the exact same. And the villagers and the parents are getting a bit worried, right? The villagers starts calling witchcraft. Witchcraft, you
Find his breath.
made a deal with the devil to bring back your daughter, your dead daughter or something like that, because it was weird. The daughter was missing, but she suddenly came back, right? So the villagers started getting concerned that the parents made a deal with the devil or some kind of demon that brought the child back, and they fear that the child is some sort of demon or devil waiting to attack, you know? What was that, Elias? I can't do anything with this Garen. Don't even think about it, Nico. So things started getting weird. Uh, during the middle of the night, they captured Nico in her transformation state,
ally has been slain.
and you know they were holding a witch trial, you know,
Everything is
and stuff like that sort, right? Right? Stuff like that, right? Because you know. I need a little bit of conflict in my games. I mean, in my stories. In my stories, right? What was I talking about? But luckily or unluckily for Nico, you know that one friend that the child was talking about when Nico first visited the little girl? Well, yeah, this child that, this child that the little girl was talking about was a god, a demigod called Zoe. Yes, I'm including Zoe in this story. Hell yeah. Uh, Zoe visited this village like years ago, and observed the village, made friends with the little girl, became accustomed to the little girl, and she's like, I'll come visit you again later. Bye bye. And then she comes back to the village to see that the whole village is trying to kill this little girl that she met years ago. And she's like, the fuck are you trying to do?
Do not be bound to a single body. There are so many
And
more.
Zoe starts using her power to, stop them, right? And then throughout this whole struggle, Nico lost her transformation. It broke. I don't know, she got stunned or something. I don't know.
Shoma is like
So,
the shape of someone's
what are you
spirit.
doing, Nico? You saw Garen here. You
Inside.
can't fight this Garen. We have no vision. Oh, there's Garen.
First fire.
What's the Garen doing? What the fuck?
Fully charged. Nico strong. Can take on world. Get ready.
Shine once more before the end.
Running on
Oh, wow. Great exhaust. Doing this scuffle, whatever that word is. Oh my god. I don't know words, do I? I want to say these words, but I don't know what the words are. Anyways, nice flash, Nautilus. So throughout this thing, Nico lost her transformation, and Zoe's like, "The fuck? Who are you?" And Nico's like, "I don't know. The girl disappeared. I just wanted to help. I just wanted to help, you know? I didn't know it would become like this."
Movie cat vacation over.
And then
Back to work.
throughout this time, Zoe used her magical powers or something of those sorts. I don't know what type of ability Zoe has to make Nico tell the truth. And Nico's like, "It was that rich old guy. He kidnapped her.
Who stands in Nico's way? Dummies with
He
small
threatened
soul
to
like that fool.
kill me if I told anyone," and stuff like that, right?
Death is drawn to life.
So Zoe was like, Zoe got extremely mad, right?
I am normal. Everything's normal. Nothing is
Not
suspicious.
your fault.
Yeah, these Nico nerves are so shit. I can't even walk with the minions anymore. It's so shit, you know? This nerf is it's really terrible.
What does Nico do with power? Makes people behave. Ito!
All planned, okay? I was wasting time so they can get Drake. It was all planned. Don't judge me. Anyways, Zoe then goes to this rich guy and Zoe's like, "Tell me, where is my friend?" And the old guy was like, "She's gone. She's gone. She's dead. She's dead." Or something of those sorts. I don't fucking know, but the old guy killed him sooner or later. Okay, you know what? I lied. You know what? I don't want the little girl to die. I want this to be a happy ending. The guy tells her, the guy, you know what? The guy pretends he doesn't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. And stuff like that, right?
Hold fast. Forward.
Nico back in her Nico skin. Hey!
You can't hide from me. On to the next.
Everyone fears
Damn,
Nico
that
now.
Garen is fast. Sheesh. Anyway, the guy's like, I don't know. And Zoe, being a little bitch that she is, she's like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna kill you. Boom. And just kills the extremely very important guy, right? And then the whole village starts getting scared and angry and afraid and stuff like that. So they started fighting the
Now we are bonded. Thank you.
Damn, am I an assassin?
Not
Sheesh.
get close. After fight and everyone invited to
So Zoe starts
visit.
getting mad, and the villagers are scared. The villagers aren't weak. They got some adventures or something of those sorts. I don't know the world of Runeterra or whatever the world is called, adventure and stuff like that, right?
I will learn. I will grow. I will.
So they start fighting Zoe, and Zoe starts killing the entire fucking village.
Better start praying.
And Nico, is running scared for her life because she's not a fighter. She's just a fucking prostitute.
Nico might have a thing for birds.
I want to clarify that I have nothing against prostitutes, okay? When I say fucking prostitute, I meant that as a... She's a prostitute, like, she's not a fighter, like, what the fuck? Is that a... It's not me being, like, looking down on her or anything. It's like,
all around me.
it's like me saying she's a fucking child. Or she's a fucking... The fuck is she gonna do? She's not a fighter. The best she can do is transform. So she starts transforming into different things, trying to hide and hide and hide. But Zoe kept on chasing her
You got the wrong Nico. What does she look like?
because the old guy before he died said it was all Nico's fault and stuff like that. Anyways, Zoe wasn't having it, so she starts
No more Mr. Nice, Nico.
killing the entire fucking village. Dodge, 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 dodge.
Get ready.
Ooh, close one. What was I talking about? Anyways, Nico starts running. The entire village starts getting dying. And then Nico gets to the edge of the village, edge of the island or what. I don't know where I'm taking this story, but it's an island. Or you know what? Maybe it's not an island. Maybe they live near the coast. Something of that sort, right? So yeah, they start Nico gets to the coast, the ocean, or somewhere at the edge of the island, whatever it is. She transforms into a fish that she ate years ago because eating fish is normal. And because she ate fish, she now has the DNA of the fish. So it's a perfect copy. She turns into an extremely fast fish. She turns into a fish and starts running, and she managed to escape from Zoe. And Zoe got extremely so angry, she brought a big ass meteor down and destroyed the entire fucking village. Boom! Entire village, right? And all Nico could hear before she jumps into the ocean was Zoe's voice saying, "Nico, I will find you and I will kill you."
Retribution is at hand.
So she starts running, she starts swimming. She starts swimming. I mean, don't judge me. What is up with the kindred? What was that? I killed the kindred, which made the Ash ult go through the kindred into the misfortune. What? Yeah, Hide In Husb, get good. You know what? I think Hide In Husb gave me a little bit of a, what is the handicap? I mean, his arm got recently damaged, right?
Stay resolute.
Go to not get low.
Sheesh! Anyways, and then
Where the
Nico finally founds land, and that is where Nico meets Nidalee. That is my headcanon, by the way. By headcanon, I mean that's my fanfiction of Nico.
Savor life's closing act. Chase to your heart.
In the new place that Nico lands, that is where she finds Nidalee, and that is the end of this game, and that's the end of the book. Maybe I might make another part 3. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to my story. Johnny!